The next question, it's sort of tiered and three layers, and this is probably my favorite question that we got from some of our parents and players. So if we talk about pre, during, and post, let's talk about pre-game. Is there something that football or soccer players can be doing 15, 20, 30 minutes before they're about to go and play a 90-minute game that's going to help them prepare for what's about to happen? And what is it they should do?
Okay, so to prepare, I would say using something like box breathing, which is really simple. So using a breathing technique, and then I'll just explain a little easy visualization technique. But box breathing would be breathing in for a count of 4, holding for a count of 4, exhaling for a count of 4, holding for a count of 4. If you do that 4 or 5 times, you're bringing your nervous system into a state of balance. So anytime we breathe in a equal ratio, so equal in and out, you're actually balancing out the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system. You're also bringing in breathing through your nose, so you're actually causing vasodilation through increased nitric oxide. So we also want to breathe through the nose to have nitric oxide. It's going to increase blood flow to your brain and to other parts of your body. So again, we get that higher order decision making. And it's mindfulness. So it brings you into a state of calm because you're focusing on something. So box breathing techniques are actually techniques that are used by many people in high pressure jobs. So say, surgeons or working in the military, for example, these are techniques that those people are taught to bring themselves into a state of calm, focused awareness. So it's not going to make you sleepy, but you're going to feel calm and focused. And I would do that. And then I would spend a couple of minutes just imagining yourself performing the best that you possibly can. Like imagine your body moving with, precision through the field. Imagine how you're going to feel at the end of the game when when you win or when you score that goal, and try and really use your senses to try and build that vision in the mind. So imagine, like how your feet would feel as you're running through, the field. What, how your breathing would be maintained, what it would smell like, what it would look like, the emotion that you would have. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a thought and a physical reality. So you can actually start to prime your brain for success and create stronger neural pathways that makes your, body and mind, yeah, I've got this. And this is a lot, again, it sounds like a woo-woo term, but when people talk about manifesting, this is what a lot of that is about. Actually convincing yourself that something is going to happen, and scientifically you're creating the strengthening of the neural pathways, right? So to do that, and if you practice that for like a while, for every game for a week, if you're playing every single day, or I don't know, every game for a month, if you're playing once a week, you'll notice a huge difference. Your body also responds to your thoughts. They've done studies where there were athletes that were actually training their muscles, strength training, and then there was a group of athletes who weren't allowed to train, but they were just visualizing themselves training. And they also had an increase in muscular strength just from using their brain. So their body was reacting, it's epigenetic. So yeah, it's really interesting. So that's what I would say for pre-game.